I'm going to sing you a song called The Ballad of Manongahala Sal. She's the heroine. There's also a villain whose name is Moat Stanley. And every time you hear that name, you can boo until the end when he gets his due, and then you can cheer. And it's got a real nice chorus that you can join in on. But you get a lot of chances for that, I think. At least 3 or 4. She was born in whoops. I didn't know I still had it in that special tuning. Close enough. She was born in an old Menneson alley, and her ma and her pa, they called her Sal. She grew up to be the pride of the valley, just a typical Manongahala gal. She was young, she was bright, she was pretty, and the bloom of youth was on her cheek. But she bought it in Manongahala City, where the druggist said that it would last for weeks. Roll on, Manongahala. Roll on to the Ohio. Roll on past Aliquippa, down to the Mississippi, clear to the Gulf of Mexico. One day Sal wandered down by the river, and she saw the Jason steaming by, and her heart gave a leap and a quiver as she caught that handsome pilot's roving eye. Guess what? Well, his name, you must know, was Moat Stanley. He wore a fancy sporting coat. He was tall, dark, and handsome and manly, the slickest pilot ever steered a boat. Well, Moat gave a toot on his whistle, woo-woo, as the Jason turned the water at her stern. And Sal, stepping light as a thistle, she reached up and took Moat Stanley's hand in hers. Woo! Well, he swore that he always would love her, as they locked through that old Emsworth Dam. But that night overboard he did shove her, and then Moat Stanley took it on the land. Boom! Well, now roll on, Manongahala. This is the chorus. Roll on to the Ohio. Roll on past Aliquippa, down to the Mississippi, clear to the Gulf of Mexico. Well now, no one could say our Sal was sickly, no. She did not even take time out to ball. She just hightailed on down for Sewickley, slapping out a fast Australian crawl. There she grabbed a fast freight for Rochester, and where she saw the Jason steaming by, and from a yard bull who tried to molest her, she just up and swiped a great big 45. Roll on, Manongahala. Roll on to the Ohio. Mississippi, clear to the Gulf of Mexico. Well, now Sal lifted up that shooting iron, and she pumped 6 shots into Moat. Yay! And when she had finally ceased firing, you know she sure messed up that fancy sporting coat. Roll on, Monongahala. This is your last chance. Roll on to the Ohio. Roll on past Aliquippa, down to the Mississippi, clear to the Gulf of Mexico. Well, one more chance, sort of. Roll on, Monongahala. Roll on to the Ohio. You used to be so pure, but now you're just a sewer, messing up that Gulf of Mexico.